right into the lead. It's been monitored down the UTS, Wollongong, UNSW, Waikato, and now Queensland to add to Newcastle as well. What a great set of endurance finishes. And they got that pass on Swinburne, one of the most exciting passes of the day. One to be proud of. I've been given the tip that practice closed. Unfortunately, the endurance is about to finish, but practice now would be largely irrelevant. So practice track is closed. Swinburne then knocking the time down. That's an 80.6. Tokyo Denki there with 6.6. If you're missing a tyre gauge, there is a Cartec Quality Karting Products tyre gauge sitting over in the timing tent. It was left here yesterday, so if you're missing one of your tyre gauges, you can feel free to collect it. Otherwise, I just have a tyre gauge to take back to ECU. Election team going to do. Oh, Tokyo Denki's collected some cones and they'll be carrying those with them. One cone But election last lap was a 77.4 lap, and Tokyo Denki there at 57.1, and they have passed Swinburne. Swinburne are trying to get to the end on this, trying to finish and to conserve as much energy as they can.
Very conservative.
Max for endurance is 1.45 times the total points on the fastest team. We don't need to pick up the pace, they're currently below 40. They will need to go faster. That's a 78.9 seconds.
Yeah.
We've seen this car go faster, we know it can go faster, but it can't maintain that speed and keep it.
Well, they're telling him to pick it up.
Definitely fastest car on track, Let's see what this guy can do. Maybe he's got a 51. That was a low 52. About as low as they go, a 52.0116. That driver's heard, every driver wants to hear, you've got to push it. He wants to drive it faster. Currently, Tokyo Denki is the 12th fastest lap for this session. But he's got to drop a good second to get the 11th fastest lap. Denki, gaining on Swinburne. There'll be another pass right now. Swinburne getting the blue flag, Tokyo Denki moving forward. Tokyo Denki with a bit before. With 870.9, they are bringing the speed down very slowly. Yeah, Denki rearranging the track. Tokyo Denki have completed 22 laps. They have 10 remaining before completing endurance, and this is an amazing story from them. If they can manage to finish endurance, they've had reliability problems and starting problems all. Unfortunately, the fine has increased. It is a $60,000 fine. Sponder to the timing team.
We have Retro, with a 53 lap. It's going to be a fantastic end for them if they can pull this off. Swinburne Electric still cycling around at 67 seconds. That driver could bring that time down just by taking the cones a little tighter. If you watch through this front section leading into the timing tent, he was going pretty wide around the cones. There we go. Let's see how close he can bring it to the cones now. He's still a good foot clear of the cones. Every time you're away from that cones, it costs you time. That time, it costs you fuel. That's just an indication of the speed difference, and Tokyo rearranging the track there. We're 11 laps. Now we're looking for a driver changeover and a fire. Tokyo Denki now have done 26 laps. They have 6 laps remaining. If you are watching this, let's cheer on Tokyo Denki towards the end, every single lap. 6 more laps till another completed endurance runner. And the car's looking good. Okay, 53-2, the driver's driving very consistently. Looks like he's starting to enjoy himself out there. And Swinburne Electric coming through with a 69.5. Takes a lot of courage switching to the electric powertrain. For a number of years you won't be competitive, but still sticking through and developing it. These electric cars in just a number of years could be the car setting the pace. You can never be complacent where your place is in this competition. Any team can come up and start the journey. Tokyo Denki with a 53.6. This year has been Monash and ECU and Auckland and up my team. Sofia and Sydney. But next year it could be Wollongong, it could be UNSW, it could be Adelaide, South Australia, Queensland. It could be any team that's competitive. That was a 63.7 by Swinburne there. While you're working as hard as you can building the next car, other teams are doing the same. A big part of this competition is finding out who's worked the hardest, who's given up the most, who's lost their sleep, who's lost their girlfriends, who's lost their minds building their cars. Thank you, coming round. That's 53.5. Let's go Tokyo. Swinburne coming around. One thing that you can almost guarantee with this electric cars is they will get faster. Every year they will improve it. And that's a 61.5. Here's Tokyo Denki coming down, 3 laps remaining. We're about to make it 2. If you aren't watching, come and watch Tokyo Denki finish this. It's great to see another team heading towards the finish. Tokyo Denki to 52.5. We're actually going to track just about every lap. Cones are going in the air, they're going to the side, they're getting caught on the cars. But he looks like he's enjoying himself. Oh, and another cone flicked up into the air. Oh, it looks like Swinburne Electric is paused there. The light is flashing. Tokyo Denki coming around to complete their 31st lap, the penultimate lap. One more lap remaining for Tokyo Denki. Tokyo Denki with a 52. Let's go Tokyo Denki on their last lap. They haven't had the best of weekends, but this is an endurance finish, and this is an endurance finish with some reasonable lap times. Let's go Tokyo Denki around the back out of sight, coming up the hill, following Swinburne Electric. They're coming up the hill any time now. There's Tokyo Denki coming down, just a short number of corners still remaining. Tokyo Denki coming around the hairpin with the tight right. Here they come, just the lane changes remaining. Here they come, Tokyo Denki, another team to finish endurance. Well done Tokyo Denki. And finishing with a 53.4.